Hello, beautiful Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 12 months, money, career, and success. We're going to look into what's coming your way yearly. And if there's any blockages of your desires, we're going to also check to see that. We're starting out with the symbols. Let's see what they are. We have, well, family wishes come true. Second one's table, hard work ahead. Okay. And the third one is a broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So I feel like this has another meaning. We're going to see what that is. It's not really on the surface level because some family wishes come true. This can also be creating a legacy, creating something that will be very successful for yourself and your family, affecting them, that you're working on very well on that one. There's an unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Seems like here, maybe you're trying to open up a door with a certain type of effort, which is not really the way to go. And when you get the rejection out of it, this will give you another way of thinking. And I see here on top, this is your deity. We're going to look at the Skanda, which is the god of war. It seems like here you need to change the way you're thinking, because if you read the art of war, it also says there, art of war. It is a strategy and a creative thinking required in your situation. Maybe it's not a straight up path. When I'm looking at this cup, I see like you don't really have clarity within the first 6 months. Maybe you are pursuing something, but you don't know how it's going to play out. That's why maybe there's the bridges that you're trying to cross is not really the right bridges, or the ways that you're trying to accomplish these things is not really the way to go. So this comes as a good actually realization. If you are pursuing something when it comes to material success, that's not the way to go, because even if you try to cross it, it's a broken bridge, okay? It's just not really connecting you to where you want to go. There might be even, you can build a raft to cross the river. You can like find another way, but it's not, the way is not this bridge, okay? Maybe you need to walk a little bit. Hard work can be symbolizing finding the source of the river rather than trying to cross it in the middle and getting to the source. Maybe you're dealing with a middleman in a situation, and this might require you to go directly to the source and resolve everything up there. Another thing I see here, there's a smiley face. You can see someone is smiling. You might be starting the month, the year, basically, in a very joyful manner. Maybe getting some good news that is going to put a smile on your face. And we have here a butterfly, which is a metamorphosis. So this can be something that you've been sleeping on for a while. Not really in the sense of ignoring it, but you have this idea, maybe you developed it, you want this thing to happen, but you didn't really get the chance to build it, and you put it up on the shelf. It seems like it is going to start calling you within the beginning of the year. It's going to call your name. It is going to start growing some wings like the butterfly, and you're going to see, okay, this can actually be something that I can invest time and money in, maybe even work on lifting it off the ground. I see there's someone here, looks like a king to me, with a hat, and he has I initially saw like a candle in his hand, but this kind of looks like letter S and number 5. They both look the same. S can be in the first name or the last name of this person. The hat they're wearing can indicate this person might have some authority, someone who's working with institutions. And the number 5 is actually adventure and travel. It symbolizes that. The 5th day of the week, the Friday. I feel like this can also be like we're going into a weekend, a holiday, and the resting. So this person might be holding the key of that in their hand and showing it to you. But this is a person who's peeking. They're not like in your face. This can be someone who has a solution that you're seeing them, listening to them, but not really taking them into consideration. But when you get that butterfly, seeing that butterfly lifting up the ground, like flying, this can attract more attention. Maybe you're going to be more attuned to the opportunities surrounding you. The candles, which candle symbolizes, actually when you light up the candle, you can use it as a wish, a desire. It is going to attract desire into your life. You can see it that way too. And he also has a bird above his head. Maybe he's actually receiving some good news about a certain situation. And that's why he's illuminating your pathway. We have a family wishes come true. This can be a family member or someone who is going to be a part of your family. What I see here is very you might not have clarity between the 3rd month and the 5th month here. And in your heart space, you don't really have some clear things. But I see there's a whale jumping into the water. Whale can symbolize someone wealthy, abundant, resourceful. This can also symbolize that, yes, your formula that you're following, this light, the candle that you're following, basically starting to bring success into your life, but maybe you're keeping it hidden. It's not something that you usually do. I don't mean in a darker sense, in a negative sense. I feel like this can be something, maybe like you are someone who's working in an institution but creating artwork, okay, and then that artwork starts to work out, or performing artist, and that starts to pick up. Maybe that's something that you don't really share with the people that know you, okay? So it can be something like that, because like most of the artists, I think I heard it from recently in an interview from very famous, actually, in my country, rock musician, and none of his relatives, none of his friends and family, like only his family, close family, father and mother knew that he was doing this kind of things until he gets famous and goes into arenas and stuff. Nobody knew what he was doing. So it can be something like that as well. Starting small, that it's in the dark, that you're growing, it is becoming a massive building here. There's even a flying car over it. Flying car is basically a plane. Maybe it's going to fly you over to the new adventures, okay? Maybe over the bridge. It's going to fly you over the broken bridge as well. When it comes, there's a pathway opening here, but this is not a pathway that you're heading to. It's beginning in the beginning, like it's starting in the beginning of the year, and then there are actually, I see like cars driving towards you. This can be something actually forming your desire and starting to come towards you, okay? An opportunity, maybe in your town, there's a new place opening that they're going to need your expertise, but it's like moving towards you right now, like a big entity, it seems here. Within the 7th month timeline, I see there's a legal paper. A woman is right there, and she has like she has something attached to her chin, and when I look at it, it kind of reminds me of a snail. Snails in some cultures are used for healing, so this person might be someone who has said things in the past and caused pain, and now maybe they're going through healing, or it's a slow entity, so it can be someone, an advisor, but it's not an advisor that throws information out there freely, maybe, or not in the sense of freely, but they are, this can also be you, okay, giving information very slowly, very steadily, and there's a paper, like a contract above your head. Maybe you're actually first making a contract, then starting to give them what it is, okay? It can be spilling the tea. I don't know why that popped in my head. Maybe you have information about something, you're also giving that away. It can be a knowledge that you're sharing. It can also be slow teaching. When it comes to slow teaching, it can be higher education. That's the first thing popped in my head. Maybe you're going to go to that kind of an adventure, which we have here someone who has a backpack and there's a baby above them. This can be a new endeavor, new adventure you're going to be stepping in, and climbing up a mountain here, and there's someone here waiting for you who has like a bandage around his head. This can be someone who's active. Maybe if you're doing something active, like a sportswear, designing something like that, there are two papers behind it, maybe making a contract with that. This can be like maybe opening up your own yoga studio, having like a masculine figure to help you with that. Masculine figure doesn't mean male, by the way. It can be someone like maybe you're the brain and they are the part that they take care of things, like buy the studio equipments and all that stuff, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Your energy field is protected. You're going to be fine with whatever is happening in your life, but there's also expansion coming forward. Expanding, you can see it's moving towards outside of your comfort zone between the 3rd and the 6th, between the 3rd and the 6th month. And this looks like a crescent moon. This can even be a victory, an official victory coming forward for you. Another thing I see here kind of looks like an anteater coming forth to clean up if there's something that needs to be cleaned up. This can be this can be a situation, like a personality that coming forward to help you with like maybe helping day-to-day things, even that can be the case. And I also see someone holding their heart right here. And I feel like they're upset a little bit leaving maybe the case, like the scenery, your desire coming fast, but there are some pauses along the way. At first it comes really fast and then there's pause and then keeps coming. I don't know if this is like maybe through a loving affair, you're going to receive some material abundance, or maybe someone, I see the cross right here. Cross can indicate actually a little suffering and pain as a symbolism. So because it was like as historically, like when you look at the historical meaning, why they use it, it has that meaning. So this is someone that you crossed out, basically, out of your life. Maybe they might be draining your energy. Maybe they had, like, you gave them a lot of like financial support or material gain they actually got from you. It doesn't have to be like you giving them money. This can be someone who inspired by your energy and made a lot of money with that energy, but didn't really share it with you. It seems like you're probably giving them like their like the heart and just letting them go out of your life, which can, I'd see there's like an increase coming after that. This can be someone who's actually draining too much of your energy, so you don't really have time to put energy into your own financial endeavors. I felt like kind of romantic because the big heart that he's carrying, but this can also be like a friend that maybe you're actually going to decide. The timeline wise, they're on the beginning, and it's like in the beginning, right on the crossroads. It can be the end of the year. You're going to say, you know what, that's enough. Or in the beginning, like, you know, I am starting the new year with a good new intentions, and I only allow what is positive in the space kind of energy. Now we're going to start with the tarot, and we're going to go, oh wow, beautiful, 9 of Cups. This is actually season by season. We're going to go. First season, you're just starting with the family wishes coming true, and 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. So whatever it is in your heart, it is going to start manifesting within the beginning of the year, it seems here. Okay, and 9 of Cups indicates 9 different wishes. I feel like maybe some of you even are like manifesting 9 different things, 9 different beautiful things. And you're not only that, you're going to be, second season is all about celebration, coming together with loved ones and family, maybe even launching new things. This can be if you have an idea of like a business, launching the business and then celebrating that with family, getting full support from that, giving birth. This can be also like celebrating a birth, which is in financial matters, starting a new job. But overall, you're starting the year with appreciation. That's what the 9 of Cups is. Not only like wish fulfillment, but also satisfaction. So you might have a very good end of the year. Maybe get a lot of the things approved, a lot of the things that you desire as gifts during Christmas and the holidays, or maybe at the like a New Year's, because some people celebrate the Christmas and the New Year's on the 31st. Also, maybe during that time you're going to receive a lot of gifts. So that is going to last for the first season. The energy, if you can keep it, that joyful energy, it is going to last till the first 6 months, it seems like. And the 3 of Cups is going to indicates that energy, if you prolong it, it's going to bring more things to celebrate into your life. 5 of Wands is the third season we have here. And we have Princess of Cups. There's a good offering coming forward. That's why I feel 5 of Wands can be the broken bridge. Wands, we see 5 people here in competition fighting over something, and that's probably you have a bridge built up with maybe a relationship that you start forming with maybe a company or people or about money, and it seems like competition coming into that space. Okay, and but the 5 of Wands energy is not exactly competition of you in getting involved in it. This is other people's competition and conflict, and you will have a choice to stay away from it. Okay, I'm gonna clear it a little bit more. And Princess of Cups is actually within the end of the year. There's a lovely offer coming into your life. This is the Page of Cups energy, a loving and beautiful offer coming in. So there's a conflict happening. I feel like that's because that broken bridge needs to be exposed so you can get your heart's desire, because something might be along the way is not really working the way you want it to be. That's why it needs to go. Okay, so 5 of Wands is revealing that to you. This is your energy. We have God of War, so you can actually tell end this thing too. Okay, because there's a new idea that you need to get inspired. Maybe that kind of like a moment is going to give you the inspiration, the idea of what to do. So when it comes, instead of seeing that, oh, it's a negative thing, seeing that, okay, this is coming for a good reason, and I'm going to see that, I'm intending to see that. This is actually also a learning experience. Maybe there's something that you need to know information coming in that you need to sit down and absorb it. That's why it is creating a conflict, and from peace to turning into conflict, so you can find that offer available to you. Yes, Page of Pentacles, and here we have the Page of Cups. Some material satisfaction, something that will bring material satisfaction into your life. That's what the third season, the Five of Wands energy coming forward. And I mentioned the number 5 actually symbolizes adventure, travel, setting to a new course when it comes to like sailing to a new harbor, basically. That requires, probably in your case, some things to get a little unpeaceful. Okay, so don't take it in the sense of, okay, it's unpeaceful, my life is going down, like in a bad way. It's not about getting emotional. It's about seeing, okay, what is this trying to teach me or show me at this time. That's what the Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles energy is. And Page of Pentacles, he received the information, he received the knowledge, and now he's applying it to the new thing coming into his life. I want to see the element that will be helpful. Yeah, we have fire with ignition. And number 8 is actually also symbolizing a cycle of life, the karma, material satisfaction. So it seems like this conflict, even though it seems like a negative thing, it is going to reignite your fire. Live your passion. Allow your spirit to drive you forward. Don't overthink the situation. Now is the time to innovate and take action. Be a lighthouse for others or find yourself a mentor. Basically, there's a loga, word of power here for you, which means blaze in ancient Norse. So basically, that's why I feel like the God of War is coming in, because if you get too ready, calm, and also like maybe sleep on things, you might miss amazing chances. That's why the fire and ignition are coming as your element. And the God of War, Skanda, let's see what his blessings are for you. Preservation of youth. Prowess in the military arts, strategic thinking in politics, leadership qualities in times of peace. So this can also be a bunch that are going to require your leadership, okay? Or maybe you bringing order into the situation. That's why you're offering something to them so they can calm down, okay? That can be the opportunity to take charge. Let's see your affirmation here. I am blessed, a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I love that for you. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. I'm going to leave some more videos for you to enjoy, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.